EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize. Establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Bridgewater. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Saints first down.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Bridgewater. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn. 33 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken very short. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Hey, Haywood. Back north.
Rodgers now to throw. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the return, Harris. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes...
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Thomas, the intended target.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You go tight. You got 626. Hey, high 7.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To throw is Rodgers. They're looking deep for Adams. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 77 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run. This is Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. It got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense.
50. Hey, you block over here. Buzz, buzz.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Rodgers now on first down. Looking sideline, incomplete. Ryan Grant, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And that's complete to Adams. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Rodgers to throw once more. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Kamara off the draw. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 42 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Packers. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Packers have taken the lead. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check, check. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
To throw is Bridgewater. He'll let it fly in the direction again. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 43 yards. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing is Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
A run, it's Murray. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Bridgewater. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Throwing. Bridgewater. That's caught. It's Thomas. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Hey, Charlie.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let him know.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there, Rodgers to Adams, and even 50 yards. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Different story this time around. We have that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Hey, Steve 6. 54. 26.
You must be dreaming. Hey, watch Sam. Check, Mike.
Back to throw. Rodgers. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Equanimous St. Brown. 44 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they will take a 7-point lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Kyler Fackrell in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. 6 man. Check curls. Check. Slam. Go. 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Watch the run.
He'll look to throw. And this turns into